Ladies and gentlemen, it is now a fact which has been confirmed by the United Nations and some senior Rwanda officials that Rwandese government under the leadership of Paul Kagame is supporting M23 and other rebel groups to overthrow the government of Felix Tshisekedi.
Around the M23. The United Nations expert report is saying that the M23 is being supported by the Rwandan Defense Force. Do you know about this?
Well, yes, I know about it. It's not the first group that we supported.
That you supported as the Rwanda Defense Force?
It's an open secret. I don't know why even people want to hide about that.
Because the Rwanda government is denying that?
Well, you know, the Rwandan armed forces toppled Mobutu. And at the beginning, we denied. And let me tell you, in 1996, I thought it was a legitimate cause. Because at that time, Rwanda was threatened. And they had to defend themselves. But after overthrowing Mobutu and returning of the refugees, we should have changed our course. It should have been Rwanda talking to the DRC on how we can be able to live together.
This is owing to the fact that these rebel groups have now advanced their activities and conquering towards the south after conquering and taking control of the eastern capital city of Goma. And as you can see, the rebel leader is leading some military personnel to patrol the streets of Goma as they are being welcomed by the residents. They are received as heroes in this video. I listened to the interview that was done by New Room Africa to former Chief of Staff of Rwanda, Lieutenant Akayamba Nyamasi, who is
part of a SADC mission. To talk to us more about the developments in the DRC, I am now joined exclusively by the former Rwanda Army Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Kayumba Nyamasa, who was also the Chief of Intelligence and former Ambassador of Rwanda to India. Lieutenant General, thank you so much for making time for us this morning.
My greatest pleasure, Adrian. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much again for making time for us.
Also Chief Intelligence Informer and former Ambassador of Rwanda to India, destroying Rwandese government under the leadership of Paul Kagame. He said things which whoever is interested in knowing more about this war in Congo should take very serious, because he's substantiating the issue of Rwanda's involvement into the war in Congo. Because number one, he said that Rwanda has been in Congo for over 30 years. Rwanda helped the overthrowment of Mobutu Sese Seko's government, and Rwanda has also extorted minerals from Congo for a long time.
Ambassador of the DRC to the United Nations. Amongst the calls that she's making as well is that there should be an embargo on minerals being sold from Rwanda because those are minerals that are actually coming illegally from the DRC.
That is true. That is true, but you don't need, Rwanda doesn't need to have support of the government to do that. They do it and they sell them to international companies who are ready to pay money. But Rwanda's influence and possibly the impunity you see is based on other things. for example, going to Capo de Gallo, and they secure French interests, then the French interests are going to keep they are going to keep Rwanda situation in Congo under wraps. Then the British, Rwanda makes a deal with the British to take some refugees from Britain to Rwanda. And when you do that, then Britain is going to keep quiet about it. Then you are going to have, let me say, the United States of America. Rwanda does certain actions which possibly Americans feel helps them in let me say, Central African Republic, where Rwanda is deployed and the Russians are deployed in there, and then definitely the Rwandans are there, and maybe they talk to the Americans for whatever reason. So these things go on like that. But Rwanda has been taking Congolese resources really for a long time.
Was it even during your 10 years
as
Chief of Staff? How did you guys do it?
Yeah.
How did you do it during your time as the Chief of Staff?
There are, so it's not the soldiers who do it.
Mm-hmm.
It is the civilian Rwandan companies, Crystal Ventures and others who do it. What the soldiers do is that for them, they just capture the area, and no soldier in Rwanda, by the way, they are very disciplined soldiers. The Rwandan soldiers are very disciplined, very well trained, and extremely professional. They don't go into mining, never. It is the civilian companies who are under the ruling party, the RPF, who do the mining, who do the selling, and the soldiers are not involved at all.
But they play a role, though, in terms of the security.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They play safe passage. They do escort those things they escort for them. Yeah, that's they do.
And they are using private companies, not the military. The private companies, and one of the companies which is largely used by the government of Rwanda to mine illegally in Congo is Crystal Ventures. Crystal Ventures is the company which the Rwandese government use to extort Congo's resources into Rwanda, then sell them into international market as Rwanda's minerals. Akayamba Nyamasi also said that during the time when Rwanda was overthrowing Mobutu Sese Seko by the help of Kabila's army, they denied it in the first place, as they are doing now. But later on, they accepted it. These are things which are clear indication that Rwanda is fully in Congo, and M23 is Rwanda, because M23 say that they are fighting for the rights of the Tutsi. And the question which Akayamba is asking, if it is a matter of fighting for the rights of the Tutsi, who will fight for the rights of other tribes? Or should they be eliminated for the sake of Tutsi's survival? So it is a question which the international community must look, because this is an eye-opener. So Paul Kagame cannot deny this, because this is Rwanda's former chief of staff who knows all the dealings, who knows how Rwanda is using the militia groups to invade Congo, and how they want Felix Tshisekedi out of power through some interest, the interest which is only known to Rwandese government. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for taking your time, and may God bless you. You might